And one race we're following back here in eastern North Carolina is for U.S. Congress District 1. Current State Senator Don Davis and businesswoman Sandy Smith are competing for that spot. Either Davis or Smith will be taking over after longtime Congressman G.K. Butterfield announced he's retiring after 18 years of representing the district. Now to your side's Aaron Jenkins is live now in Pitt County for us. And Aaron, what do we know about this race?
Well, Ken, District 1 is actually a newly drawn district this year that includes most of the northeastern counties in North Carolina and down in here into Pitt and Greene counties. Both Davis and Smith say if elected, they would have what it takes to represent this mostly rural district. Don Davis is the Democrat in this race, and he's a current state senator for District 5. Before his time in the General Assembly, he served in the United States Air Force and was the mayor of Snow Hill. Davis says his priorities are putting resources back into local schools and ensuring access to quality health care across the whole district. On the Republican side of the ticket is Sandy Smith. Smith ran in this race in 2020 but was edged out by G.K. Butterfield. Smith has a long resume of working in business for local and national companies. If elected, Smith says she plans to stand up against abortions and work to protect gun rights. Now, we will be following this race all night, as well as bringing you live updates and reactions coming up on your news at 10 and 11 tonight. Live in Greenville, Aaron Jenkins, 9 on your side.
Aaron, thank you. Another race WNCT is following, the District 3 House race with Greg Murphy and Barbara Gaskins. 9 on your side's Claire Curry joins us live outside one of the Jacksonville polling sites with more from the candidates. Claire, what can you tell us?
This election day determines if people are happy with the direction the country's been going in the last 2 years or if there needs to be a change. Since 2019, Republican Greg Murphy has been in office representing the 3rd Congressional District. But his opponent, Democrat Barbara Gaskins, hopes to challenge that with this election. Murphy stands for issues regarding the economy, energy, and veterans, whereas Gaskins focuses her campaign on education and rebuilding the middle class. I have reached out to both candidates on their hopes for election night. Murphy says that he congratulates everyone that put their names on the ballot and encourages everyone to cast their vote. I have also reached out to Gaskins for comment and have yet to hear from her today. The polls close at 7:30 this evening, so there's time to get out and cast your vote and make sure it counts. Live in Jacksonville, Claire Curry, 9 on your side.
Claire, thank you. And tonight isn't just about those U.S. House and Senate seats. There are plenty of sheriff positions being decided tonight locally, one of them being right here in Pitt County.
Pitt County Sheriff Paula Dance and candidate Gary Weaver are going head-to-head in the race for Pitt County Sheriff. Now
to your sides, Adriana Hargrove spoke to both of the candidates today in this race. And Adriana, what are the candidates saying on this election night? All right, we apologize. We're having some technical difficulties with Adriana's live shot here in Greenville, talking about the Pitt County Sheriff's race. We are going to move now to Beaufort County, where Corey Rogerson and Scott Hammonds are going head-to-head to be the new sheriff there. 9 on your side's Caitlin Richards joins us now with more.
That's right, Ken. The two candidates running for sheriff is Republican Scott Hammonds and Democratic candidate Corey Rogerson. Both have strong stances when it comes to their potential role as Beaufort County Sheriff. Scott Hammonds is a veteran. He wants to build confidence and trust within the community. He says the sheriff is the lead that sets the stage for other jurisdictions in the community, and he wants to lead by example. Corey Rogerson has a background in law enforcement. Some of his priorities include recruiting deputies and keeping them at the local agency to help combat the severe staffing shortage the Beaufort County Sheriff's Department is facing. Both candidates say win or lose, they just want the best outcome for the county they both care about. This is a race I will be following throughout the night. Coming up on our news at 10, I'll have live reports on voting numbers. Live in Beaufort County, Caitlin Richards, 9 on your side.
Caitlin, thank you. And here's a quick reminder for those of you who still need to vote. Polls will close at 7:30 tonight. Also note that if you're in line by 7:30, you will be allowed to cast your ballot. Early and absentee voting results will be released by the state at that time and will continue for about an hour, updating every 5 to 10 minutes. Results from precincts will start coming in between 8:30 and around 1 o'clock in the morning. But also remember, reporting times will vary by county.
This election day, not just about those high-profile U.S. House and Senate seats. There are plenty of sheriff positions being decided here in the East, one of them here in Pitt County.
Pitt County, Sheriff Paula Dance and candidate Gary Weaver are going head-to-head in the race for Pitt County Sheriff.
Now, on your sides, Adriana Hargrove is now with us. You spoke to both candidates today in this race.
Well, both candidates say, and they tell me that they were so excited and happy to see the community come out and vote today, and both candidates tell me that they're confident in winning this election. Both Sheriff Dance and candidate Weaver traveled to different polling locations across the county, and when I spoke to them about what they plan to accomplish if they won,
I would like to implement, number one is getting a drug interdiction team here to battle the narcotics.
So we'll be saturating the community for deterrence in the neighborhoods to make sure that people know that we are there, and hopefully we are preventing crimes.
Candidates also stress the importance of letting your voice be heard through voting. Now, I am following the Pitt County Sheriff's race all night, and throughout our late shows, I will be giving you live updates. Live in Greenville, Adriana Hargrove, 9 on your side.
All right, Adriana, thank you. And we're also keeping an eye on some key races in the North Carolina House of Representatives. Now, on your side, Sarah Graybar joins us now live from Greenville with more details on one of these races.
Ken, it's incumbent Democrat Brian Farkas against Republican candidate Tim Reeder for District 9 of the North Carolina House of Representatives. I spoke with both candidates earlier today, and they've both said that they've seen steady support. Economy, education, and health care are some of the key topics both Farkas and Reeder say they hope to work on in Raleigh. When I spoke to both of them, this is what they had to say. Take a listen.
Affordable housing. We have to finish the job on Medicaid expansion in North Carolina. We got so close in the last session, and unfortunately some party politics got in the way.
First and foremost is looking at the economy, making sure that we are growing jobs.
If Farkas wins, this will be his second term in office. He won the seat in 2020. Challenger Reeder is a newcomer to politics. This is his first time running for office. I'll continue to follow this race and give updates when the polls close in our 10 o'clock news. Live in Greenville, Sarah Graybar, 9 on your side.
All right, Sarah Gray, thank you. Down in Onslow County, there is a heated race for District 15 seat in the State House.
It's between the incumbent Republican Phil Shepard and Democratic challenger Chris Schulte.
9 on your side, Cheyenne Pagan has been following this race. She spoke with both candidates and joins us now from our Jacksonville studio with more. Cheyenne.
Shepard is hoping to hold on to his seat that he's had since 2010, while Schulte, on the other hand, is hoping to win tonight and make some changes in the area. Both candidates made their way out to different polling sites across Onslow County to interact with people as they headed out to vote. Schulte says some things he wants to focus on if he wins are independent redistricting and protecting privacy rights. Shepard says he wants to continue helping the state and county grow economically. Both candidates had this to say to voters.
I've enjoyed and I've been blessed to serve you the last 10 years or so, and I'd like to continue to do that and continue to serve you. It's an honor to be a servant of the people.
The only way that you can make big change is by making your voice heard, and so please get out to the polls today by 7:30, and hopefully you'll vote for Chris Schulte.
We'll continue to follow this race, so stay with us on air and on our website as those election results come in later tonight. In our Jacksonville studio, Cheyenne Pagan 9 on your side.